What is up, you guys? It's John here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Tilma of Our Lady of Guadalupe and answering the question, is there actually music featured on the Tilma? Make sure to stick around all the way to the end of the video to learn about if there's music on the Tilma. But before we dive into that, just so everyone is caught up to speed, I want to give a super brief background about Our Lady of Guadalupe and the Tilma. So December 12th is the feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe, patroness of the Americas, unborn children, and the new evangelization. Our Lady of Guadalupe is unlike any other apparition of the Blessed Virgin Mary. First, it is the only apparition where Our Lady left a miraculous image of herself, unmade by human hands. And second, it is the only universally venerated Madonna and child image where Our Lady appears pregnant instead of holding the infant Jesus. The historical story surrounding this Marian apparition is truly fascinating. There are so many details regarding the time period and culture to which the image was revealed that combine and make this truly a significant apparition, not just for the Americas or for the Catholic Church, but for all of humanity. Here's the story. The Blessed Virgin Mary appeared to Saint Juan Diego in the 16th century in present-day Mexico City, Mexico. Juan Diego saw an apparition of the Blessed Virgin on the hill of Tepeyac on December 9th, 1531, which happened to be the feast day of the Immaculate Conception in that time. Our Lady requested that a church be built on that site, which Juan Diego dutifully relayed to the bishop. After a request by the bishop to prove her identity, Our Lady asked Juan Diego to gather roses that were growing on the hill, which were neither native to the area nor in season, and take them to the bishop. Juan Diego obeyed and placed the roses in his tilma, or cloak, to carry back to the bishop as evidence of Our Lady's appearance. Upon opening the tilma to reveal the miraculous roses to the bishop, there was something even more miraculous present in the tilma, a striking image of the Blessed Virgin Mary. The Our Lady of Guadalupe image revealed for the first time on St. Juan Diego's tilma. In the image, Our Lady wears the traditional garments of an Aztec princess. A black sash around her waist was a cultural tradition among the Aztec women that indicated pregnancy. All the elements of the image point to Our Lady as being above the gods the Aztecs worshipped, while at the same time showing that she herself was submissive to the true Creator God while being pregnant with the divine God-man that grew in her womb. By using only cultural symbols and no words, which the Aztec people could read as a codex, the miraculous image on the tilma spoke the truth of the Christian faith that the Spanish Catholic missionaries proclaimed. A mass conversion of millions upon millions of Aztecs to the Catholic faith soon followed, ending the human sacrifices, especially child sacrifices, that they practiced. Many church historians also connect this mass conversion of souls to the Catholic faith as heaven's balance to the massive number of souls who left the church during the Protestant revolt, a tragedy which was happening during the same time period in Catholic Europe. A church was built at Our Lady's request on the hill of Tepeyac to mark the apparition site, and today it is the most visited Catholic pilgrimage shrine in the world. Venerated in this cathedral is the original tilma of St. Juan Diego, which still displays the miraculous Our Lady of Guadalupe image. The image has been subjected to scientific testing to prove its authenticity and miraculous properties. Today, Our Lady of Guadalupe has become an important part of the Catholic faith and religious culture in the Americas. The image of Our Lady has inspired millions of conversions and continues to inspire devotion to the Blessed Virgin. Now that we discussed the background, it's time to start diving into the details. So the stars on Our Lady are accurate to the constellations that would have appeared on 12/12/1531, or December 12th, 1531. And in nature, we see many instances of the mathematical Fibonacci sequence, constellations being one of them. One mathematician, Fernando Ojeda, learned this and reasoned the following. If the stars of the mantle are the constellations of the sky at the time of its impregnation, the dress represents proportionally the main hills and volcanoes of the orography of Mexico. If the whole image keeps the golden ratio, then it has perfect symmetry, therefore it has music. Another thing to note is that music also has examples of the golden ratio and the Fibonacci sequence. Geniuses from Mozart to Leonardo da Vinci have used the Fibonacci sequence, but what is it and why does it make great music? The Fibonacci sequence has been nicknamed nature's code, the golden ratio, and Fibonacci's spiral, amongst others. So what exactly is the Fibonacci sequence? Simply put, it is a series of numbers. 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, and so on. The next number in the sequence is found by adding up the two numbers before it. The ratio for this sequence is 1.618. This is what some people call the divine proportion, or the golden ratio. When you make squares out of those values, it makes a nice looking spiral. Seem familiar? You've probably seen it before. This sequence, pattern, and spiral crop up in many things you might have never noticed. It is used in art and music. Just look at how Leonardo da Vinci employed it in one of his most famous paintings, the Mona Lisa. The Fibonacci sequence plays a big part in music too, including in Western harmony and musical scales. Here are the facts. An octave on the piano consists of 13 notes. 8 are white keys and 5 are black keys. A scale is composed of 8 notes, of which the third and fifth notes create the foundation of a basic chord. In a scale, the dominant note is the fifth note, which is also the eighth note of all 13 notes that make up an octave. And 8 divided by 13 equals 0.61538, the approximate golden ratio. Starting to see a pattern? These are all numbers in the Fibonacci sequence: 3, 5, 8, and 13. So what the mathematician Fernando Ojeda did was he considered that each star, according to its position, and each flower center, according to its position, was a certain musical note. He placed the image inside the drawing of a golden rectangle. A music expert then superimposed the drawing of a piano and documented the notes expressed by each point of the flower and the stars. Finally, Fernando Ojeda loaded the notes into a music computer program. It was an incredible discovery, and he obtained a melody of perfect harmony. What is your opinion about this? Do you consider there to be music on the tilma? There are two opinions I believe are both correct. Number one, yes, there is music because of the mathematical equation and ratio in nature being matched up with the mathematical equation and ratio found in music. And number two, no, this can be seen as a stretch because there isn't literally music on the tilma. But what is amazing is acknowledging that the golden ratio is found in nature and music, and this complexity shows how amazing God is and how amazing His creation is. Both opinions, I believe, are okay as long as this realization inspires you and helps us praise God and the beauty of His creation. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless.